Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was not made for a softer lane, not built to live too safe from strain. There's something in me that needs that line, that edge between collapse and climb. That point where the chest feels overrun and the mind says stop, but I choose one more rep, more step, more breath, more round. That is the place where I get found. A lot of men want peace too soon, want full daylight with no dark room, want all the proof for no hard test, want all the growth for no hard press. But every part of me that got real was made through something I had to feel, through loading time and a tighter pace, through pressure written across my face. I know that push like I know my skin, that thing that wakes the beast within. Not wild, not blind, but fully awake, a sharper will that does not break. Every session speaks that truth again. I was not born to fade with men, I was born to grip that harder line and push through the fire one more time. No clearing, no retreat, I came too far to move too sweet. No half-hearted, no halfway, I was built for this kind of day. Born for the push, built for the fight. Even in pain, I hold that line. Born for the push, no disguise. You can see that in my eyes. Born for the push, oh, command. Weight on chest and feet on land. Born for the push, still alive. That is where I get my drive. The older I get, the more I know. It's not the shine, it's the undertow. It's what you do when no one sees, when the room is cold and there's no ease, when the bar feels mean and the lungs feel raw and there's no applause to hold in awe. That's where a body learns its worth, that's where the stronger self gets birthed. I do not train for looks alone, I train for steel inside the bone, for a calmer head and a harder hour, for a deeper grip on inner power, for that way of walking into space with more control in the chest and face, for that quiet force you cannot fake, that only pressure can create. And when the beat hits back again, I feel that same old calling in, that same old hunger, same old fire, same old climb that takes me higher. No easy peace is what I seek. I want that strength, the heart they speak. That is why when the hook gets lit, I know I was born for the pushing this. No dead routine and no weak breath. I came to move through pain and stress. No random grinding, no fake road. This is written inside my soul. Born for the push, built for the fight. Even in pain, I hold that light. Born for the push, no disguise. You can see that in my eyes. Born for the push, oh, command. Weight on chest and feet on land. Born for the push, still alive. That is where I get my drive. Push hard, stand clean, chest fire, mind keen. No slide, no fold, all edge, all soul. One more lock in, stay close to win that line, that spark, that truth in dark. Born for the push, built for the fight. Even in pain, I hold that line. Born for the push, no disguise. You can see that in my eyes. Born for the push, all command. Weight on chest and feet on land. Born for the push, still alive. That is where I get my drive. Born for the push, still go, even when the tank runs low. Born for the push, all these years, built by strain and built through fear. Born for the push. Born for the push, still alive. Still alive. Yeah. Blackout focus. Blackout focus. Blackout focus. Yeah. Blackout focus in the narrow room where the sound cuts low through the gloom. No side talk and no loose stare, only breath and force in thin the air. I know this place, I know this tone, where a man gets tested alone, where the noise falls off and the core stays clear. That is the place I sharpen here. This is not rage and this is not hype. This is pressure in the clean up type. This is rhythm turned into law. This is calm with a hidden claw. Every step becomes a sentence made. Every move cuts doubt like a blade. Every breath says stay in line, stay with the load, stay with the grind. A lot of people fear that state where the dark gets close and the pulse starts late. But I found command in that blackout zone, a sharper mind and a harder bone. Not because hand. Everything here is under command. No wasted motion and no fake flex, only force and what comes next. Blackout focus, shut it down. No weak drift and no soft sound. Blackout focus, eyes ahead, body alive, and the fear goes dead. Blackout focus, hold that line, cut through noise and sharpen mind. Blackout focus, no disguise. That is how I ride. Yeah, there were nights I felt half spent. Still I entered and I still got bent. Under the load and under the strain, and still came back to it again. Because this mode is where I learn what in me is willing to burn, what in me is ready to stay when comfort tries to pull away. I do not need a crowd to prove. I need that lane where I can move with full command in a colder chest, and let that pressure reveal the rest. Every session becomes a mirror clear, a way to see what's really here. Not the image and not the role, but the structure inside the soul. So when the bass goes dark and thick, my whole system starts to click. The eyes get quiet, the breath goes low, and everything false begins to go. That is why the hook feels right, like a signal cutting through the night. A pure command with a harder tone that only comes from that blackout zone. No random heat and no weak pace, only tunnel vision in this space. No outside voice and no disguise, only deeper truth behind the eyes. Blackout focus, shut it down. No weak drift and no soft sound. Blackout focus, eyes ahead, body alive, and the fear goes dead. Blackout focus, hold that line, cut through noise and sharpen mind. Blackout focus, no disguise, no disguise. That is how I rise. Still face, low breath, no waste, no stress. Grip hard, stay near, one lane, all clear. Dark room, cold stare, sharp mind, thin air. Stand tall, stay woke, all code, no joke. Blackout focus, shut it down. No weak drift and no soft sound. Blackout focus, eyes ahead, body alive, and the fear goes dead. Blackout focus, hold that line, cut through noise and sharpen mind. Blackout focus, no disguise, no disguise. That is how I ride. Blackout focus, all command, weight on chest and feet on land. Blackout focus, built in night. That is where I found my sight. Blackout focus. Blackout focus, no disguise. That is how I rise. Yeah. Last round mindset. Yeah. Everything changes in the final stretch, when the chest gets tight and the nerves get stretched, when the easy version starts to shake and the stronger one decides to wake. That is the place I know too well, where weak men wish for a softer bell. But I found something in that zone, a sharper mind and a harder bone. Last round mindset is more than force. It's staying clean when the body is coarse. It's staying locked when the eyes go dim and every thought tries pulling thin. It's one more move when the tank says done, one more breath in the boiling lungs, one more stand with a level face. That is the code of this final place. A lot love stars, they love fresh fire, but few love ground when the legs tire. Few love the phase where the glamour ends and the whole thing leans on what you defend. I built respect in those later reps and those closing rounds and final steps. That is why when the hook comes lit, it feels like my whole life speaks through it. No weak fall and no soft quit. I know exactly what this is. No borrowed faith and no false threat. This is the final proof I get. Last round mindset, stay all in. That is where the strong ones win. Last round mindset, no disguise, you can see it in my eyes. Last round mindset, no retreat, fire still running through my feet. Last round mindset, hold that line. This is where I prove I'm mine. I did not build this from one good day. It took too many nights that went this way. Too many moments I almost split and still found nerve and stayed with it. Too many times I had to decide if I would fold or stay inside the line where all the weak parts burn and something sharper starts to turn. Now every workout feels like life, a tighter version of that fight, a chance to show what I became when pressure kept repeating my name. No fake hero and no clean myth, just sweat and breathe an actual grit. And every beat on this darker set brings back that last round mindset. The truth is simple, I know this now. The one who wins is not the loudest, the one who stays when it gets severe, who keeps command when the end feels near. That is the man I trained to be, not just in gym but inwardly. So when the chorus comes again, I hear that cold inside my skin. No slow drift and no weak glide, I was not built to fade and hide. No easy grace and no cheap shine, only that final line of mine. Last round mindset, stay all in, that is where the strong ones win. Last round mindset, no disguise, you can see it in my eyes. Last round mindset, no retreat, fire still running through my feet. Last round mindset, hold that line, this is where I prove I'm mine. One more, stand tall, no break at all. Lock jaw, stay clear, no fear, right here. That point, that edge, that breath, that ledge, that line, that spark, that truth in dark. Last round mindset, stay all in, that is where the strong ones win. Last round mindset, no disguise, you can see it in my eyes. Last round mindset, no retreat, fire still running through my feet. Last round mindset, hold that line, this is where I prove I'm mine. Last round mindset, still set, that is where I place my bet. Last round mindset, still fire, that is where I climb up higher. Last round mindset, last round mindset, still all in, still all in. Last round mindset. Oh, with the mode. Yeah. Oh, with the mode. Yeah. I move the same when the weather shifts, when the road gets mean and the daylight dips. I do not wait for the perfect mood or some clean sky to decide I move. That kind of habit will break too fast when real life hits and the stress gets cast. So I built mine for the rougher days, for the rain, the heat, the haze. All weather mode means train through gray, means show up clean even on bad days. Means no excuse if the spark feels small, you still go move and you still stand tall. Because your future does not care if today felt unfair out there. It only answers to what you do when the weak road opens up for you. I learned that truth in a slow way, through missed shots in a heavier day. Through times I had to force that star with no big flame inside the heart. But once I moved, I always saw that action gave my soul its law. That is why now when the room feels cold, I switch right into all-weather mode. No perfect light and no safe ground, still I keep that purpose sound. No weak complaint and no soft sway, I built this code for any day. All-weather mode, stay online, body sharp and a coat of mine. All-weather mode, no retreat, still got fire in these feet. All-weather mode, built this way, that is why I never sway. All-weather mode, hold the load, I was made for this road. A lot of men are good and some good when the mood and the spark both come. But I respect the one who stays when there's no shine inside the day. When the body feels late and the mind feels flat, and still he says I'm moving now past that. That is the man who starts to grow, that is the strength that starts to show. So every workout means more than sweat, it means I'm proving I won't forget the code I chose in the lane I keep when things look dark and the air runs deep. It means no season can kill my pace, no outside shift can erase this base, because I built it under a heavier load. That is why I got all-weather mode. And when the chorus comes back around, it feels like boots on harder ground. Like every rough day speaks in time, and every cold start starts to rhyme. With every wind that came from strain, with every rep done through the rain, that is the song that my ears wrote, that I still live in all-weather mode. No random rush and no false aim, just daily action behind my name. No weak reaction and no explode, only that steady all-weather I never sway. Where the mo, hold the low. Where the mo, hold the low. Where the mo, hold the low. Where the mo, I was made for this road. Rain hit, still move. Cold wind, still proof. Heat burn, stand straight. Same man, any state. No drift, no plea, just work and me. Same code, same road. All weather mode. All weather mode. Stay online, body sharp and a coat of mine. All weather mode, no retreat. Still got fire in these feet. All weather mode, built this way. That is why I never sway. All weather mode, hold the low. I was made for this role. Weather mode, still go even when the spark is low. All weather mode, all these years built through strain and built through fear. All weather mode. All weather mode. All weather mode. Still go, still go. All weather mode. Street made energy. Street made energy. Woo. Yeah. Yeah. Street made energy in the way I walk, in the way I move, in the way I talk. Not loud for show, but loud in core. Like I've seen too much to stay unsure. I know what pressure from real life means. Not from a screen and not from dreams. From actual weight and actual cost. From days where one wrong movement lost. That kind of road makes posture change. Makes your whole face hold something strange. A sharper calmer code of fire. Stronger grip on what's required. And now that same thing lives in reps. In every set and in every breath. In every workout and every scar. And every time I go too far, I do not train in a vacuum clean. I bring real years into every scene. Real dust, real nights, real hunger too. That is why the weak can't do what I do. Every beat gets stamped with that heavy truth in a narrow path. And when the hook hits hard and clean, you feel that street made energy. No fake shine, no borrowed faith. I bring my whole life to this place. No weak drift and no soft road. Only pressure sharpened into street made energy. Moves in me, harder breath than a colder beat. Street made energy stands upright. Built through days and built through nights. Street made energy, no disguise written deep behind my eyes. Street made energy, all command. That is why I move like this. I learned not everyone can stay. When the road gets rough and the sky turns gray, not everyone can hold that pace. So keep that calm in a tighter space. But that's alright, I made my choice to live with edge and trust my voice. To build a body that speaks that code and carry truth inside that load. This is not just for shape and frame. It's a statement made through pain. A way of saying I'm still here. Still got drive and still no fear. Still got hunger in the blood. Still got calm in the middle of mud. Still got force when the room feels mean. Still got that street made energy. And if the world gets heavy again, I know exactly where I've been. I know how to breathe through darker air, how to stand up straight and still stay there. That is why the bass feels more than sound. It feels like feet on harder ground. It feels like every old memory turned into driving energy. No random fire and no false tone. I built this day from what I've known. No soft shell and no weak shell game. Only that pressure with a sharper name. Street made energy moves in me, harder breath than a colder beat. Street made energy stands upright. Built through days and built through nights. Street made energy, no disguise written deep behind my eyes. Street made energy, all command. That is why I move like this. Hard road, same face, low talk, fast pace, no switch, no mask, just fire and task. Deep breath, stay near, no fold, all year. That cold still burns and still returns. Street made energy moves in me, harder breath than a colder beat. Street made energy stands upright, built through days and built through nights. Street made energy, no disguise written deep behind my eyes. Made energy, all command. That is why I move like street made energy. All I know, that is why I never fall. Street made energy, still alive. That is where I get my drive. alive, still alive. Run through the dark. Run through the dark. Run through the dark. I learned to move when the light was low, when the air got thin and the road turned cold. Not every step had a crowd behind. Most of this path was me and my mind. Still I ran with a heart of stare, like I knew there was something waiting there. Past the doubt in the time frame, past the old weak voice in my name. I know that rhythm of lungs on fire, that drum in the chest that keeps climbing higher. I know that point where the legs feel gone and the only thing left is to carry on. It's not fear, that's where I wait. That's where I stop being easy to break. That's where motion becomes my law. That's where I sharpen through every flaw. No smooth riding, no perfect lane, just breathing sweat in the wind and rain. Just one more mile through the darker stretch with a stronger will and a tighter chest. And every time that the road feels wide, I find more truth on the harder side. That is why when the beat cuts sharp, I keep that pace and run through the dark. No weak stop and no slow fade. I was not built for a softer way. When the pulse runs wild and the sky turns black, that is the place I take myself back. Run through the dark, hold that line. Fire in lungs and the focused mind. Run through the dark, no delay. That is how I own my way. Run through the dark, stay alive. Push that edge and never hide. Run through the dark, heart on spark. That is where I leave my mark. People love speed when the sun feels good, but they do not know if they really could keep that pace when the air turns rough, when the road gets mean and the climb gets tough. I found myself in those harder miles, not in comfort and not in smiles, but in the stretch where the breath goes thin and the stronger self starts stepping in. Every stride feels like the choice I make, either fold right now or become awake, either slow for ease or push through strain and build more force inside that pain. That's why I never fear that zone. I spend too many nights there alone. I learned this language, learned its spark. That is why I run through the dark. I do not run just to pass the time. I run to sharpen the inner line, to clear the static and cut the noise, to feel my body become a choice, to feel command in the way I move, to earn that calm and to build that proof. And when the hook hits hard and stark, I feel my whole life run through the dark. No random motion and no escape. This is the place where I find my shape. No weak excuse and no fallback plan, just breathing force and a steadier man. Run through the dark, hold that line. Fire in lungs and the focused mind. Run through the dark, no delay. That is how I own my way. Run through the dark, stay alive. Push that edge and never hide. Run through the dark, heart on spark. That is where I leave my mark. Quick feet, cold wind, lock jaw, all in. No drift, stay near, no fear, oh yeah. Push now, stand tall, no break at all. Deep breath, go far, run clean through dark. Run through the dark, hold that line. Fire in lungs and the focused mind. Run through the dark, no delay. That is how I own my way. Run through the dark, stay alive. Push that edge and never hide. Run through the dark, heart on spark. That is where I leave my mark. Run through the dark, still go. Even when the pace runs low. Run through the dark, on the night. That is where I found my sight. Run through the dark. Run through the dark. Still go. Still go. Yeah. Born for the bush. Born for the push, I was not made for a softer lane. Not built to live too safe from strain. There's something in me that needs that line, the edge between collapse and climb. That point where the chest feels overrun and the mind says stop, but I choose one more rep, more step, more breath, more ground. That is the place where I get found. A lot of men want peace, too soon want full daylight with no dark room. Want all the proof with no hard test, want all the growth with no hard press. But every part of me that got real was made through something I had to feel. Through loading time and a tighter pace, through pressure written across my face. I know that push like I know my skin, that thing that wakes the beast within. Not wild, not blind, but fully awake. A sharper will that does not break. Every session speaks that truth again. I was not born to fade with men, I was born to grip that harder line and push through the fire one more time. No regret and no retreat. I came too far to move too sweet. No half heart and no halfway. I was built for this kind of day. Born for the push, built for the fight. Even in pain I hold that line. Born for the push, know the skies, you can see that in my eyes. All command, weight on chest and feet on land. Born for the push, still alive, that is where I get my drive. The older I get, the more I know. It's not the shine, it's the undertow. It's what you do when no one sees. When the room is cold and there's no ease. When the bar feels mean and the lungs feel raw. When there's no applause to hold in all. That's where a body learns its worth. That's where the stronger self gets birthed. I do not train for looks alone. I train for steel inside the bone. For a calmer head and a harder hour. For a deeper grip on inner power. For that way you're walking in the space with more control in the chest and face. For that quiet force you cannot fake. That only pressure can create. And when the beat hits back again, I feel that same old calling in, that same old hunger, same old fire, same old climb that takes me higher. No easy piece is what I seek. I want that strength, the hard they speak. That is why when the hook gets lit, I know I was born for the pushing this. No dead routine and no weak bread. I came to move through pain and stress. No random grind and no fake roll. This is written inside my soul. Born for the push, built for the fight. Even in pain I hold that line. Born for the push, know the skies, you can see that in my eyes. All command, weight on chest and feet on land. Born for the push, still alive, that is where I get my drive. Push hard, stand clean, chest fire, mind keen. No slide, no fold, all edge, all soul. One more, lock in, stay close to win. That line, that spark, that truth endure. Born for the push, built for the fight. Even in pain I hold that line. Born for the push, know the skies, you can see that in my eyes. All command, weight on chest and feet on land. Born for the push, still alive, that is where I get my drive. For the push, still go. Even when the tank runs low. Born for the push, all these years. Built by strain and built through fear. Born for the push. Born for the push. Still alive. Still alive. Born for the push. Yeah. Pressure language. Pressure language. Yeah. Pressure taught me how to hold my face, how to stay calm in a narrower space, how to keep breath when the room goes loud and not lose my shape in the thick of the crowd. It taught me patience, taught me edge, taught me how to stand near the ledge, taught me that strength is not just size, it's what survives behind the eyes. A lot of talk sounds good in life, to life adds weight to every fight, to plans collapse in time and bends, and the easy road no longer defends. That's where pressure starts to speak. It shows the strong, it shows the weak, shows what is surface and what is bone, shows what a man has built alone. I know his voice and I know his tone. I heard it deep and I made it home. Not because I like the pain, but because I learned how to use that strain. Every hard year became a line, written sharp through this frame of mind. That is why when the drums hit low, I hear that pressure language flow. No weak face and no false pride. I got too much built inside. No soft drifting, no loose saying. Just pressure speaking through my name. Pressure language, cold and clear. That is what you hear in here. Pressure language, built this stance, built this breath and this command. disguise, written deep behind my eyes. Pressure language, still the same, fire living in my name. I used to think I had to shout to prove what strength was all about, but real force learned to calm a tone, a deeper presence in the bone, the kind that enters and shifts a room without a need for cheap perfume, without loud claims and empty sound, just grounded power on harder ground. That came from nights I almost split, from days where I was done with it, from moments where the chest went tight and I still had to stand upright. That came from carrying what felt too much and not letting it break my touch. That came from choosing step by step to stay with life and stay with reps. Now when I move I feel that cold, like every scar became a road, like every loss became a phrase inside the language that pressure makes. And when the hook comes back around, I hear that truth in every sound. No need to fake and no need to hide, I learned that language from the inside. No random heat and no fake rage, just deeper force that comes with age. No borrowed script and no cheap frame, only truth pressed into flame. Pressure language, cold and clear, that is what you hear in here. Pressure language, built this stance, built this breath and this command. Pressure language, no disguise, written deep behind my eyes. Pressure language, still the same, fire living in my name. Low voice, slow breath, hard years, no rest, same code, deep cut, stand tall, no love, no gloss, no mask, just wait, intact, that pain spoke first, and I learned words. Pressure language, cold and clear, that is what you hear in here. Pressure language, built this thing, built this breath and this command. Pressure language, no disguise, written deep behind my eyes. Pressure language, still the same, fire living in my name. Pressure language, all I know, that is why I never fold. Pressure language, still alive, built that truth and built that drive. Pressure language, pressure language, cold and clear, still right here. Pressure language, cold and clear, still right here. Yeah. Built to return. Yeah. I know what it feels like to lose that flame, to feel half gone and not the same, to feel the body go flat and slow and still have no place left to go. But that is not where my story ends. I built my life on stronger bends, on falling down and getting wise, yeah, on coming back with steadier eyes. Built to return means more than grit. It means when pain says quit, you sit with yourself and face that weight and still decide to activate, to stand back up and take one step, then one more breath and one more rep, to trust that motion clears the fog and get your soul back from the dark. I learned that not from books alone, but from actual years I spent on my own, rebuilding pace and rebuilding will, when everything in me wanted still. That is why now when the beat feels stern, something deep in me starts to turn, like the switch I wired through harder burns. It says I was built to return. No final fall and no dead end. I know exactly how this bends. No weak collapse and no concern. Too deep inside I still return. Built to return, built to rise. You can see that in my eyes. Built to return, no retreat. Still got fire in these feet. Built to return, stay alive. Pain and power, both inside. Built to return, hold that flame. I think strength means never break, never feel lost or never shake. But real strength knows another path. You fall, rebuild, and do the math. You learn your patterns, learn your scars, learn what drags and learn what sparks, and come back tighter, come back clean, more aware of what you really mean. That's the kind of power I respect, not surface noise and not effect, but that return after a hard collapse, that patient climb from the deepest cracks, that daily work to restore your frame without needing luck or instant fame. That steady act of getting right again and again through day and night. So every workout now feels earned, like proof of lessons fully learned, like every drop of sweat confirmed that all hard roads can still be turned. And when the final hook comes in, I feel that message through my skin. No matter what the past concerns, I know I was built to return. No lost road and no dead year, I bring myself back from in here. No weak surrendering, no adjourn. I know exactly how to return. Built to return, built to rise. You can see that in my eyes. Built to return, no retreat. Still got fire in these feet. Built to return, stay alive. Pain and power, both inside. Built to return, hold that flame. I come back harder every time. Come back, staying clean, reset, breathe in, no shame, no drift, just work and live. Again, 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 again. That cold still burns, I know. Real to return, built to rise. You can see that in my eyes. Built to return, no retreat. Still got fire in these feet. Built to return, stay alive. Pain and power, both inside. Built to return, hold that flame. I come back harder every time. Built to return, still stand, rebuilt by my own hand. Built to return, still burn. That is why I always return. Built to return. Built to return. Still stand, still stand. Iron cold. Iron cold. I built this life with an iron code. Not by chance and not by luck on road. Not by waiting for a better mood, but by choosing work when life got rude. Cold mornings taught me how to stand, taught me how to move with a steady head, taught me the cost of a sharp frame, and how much discipline can change a name. People see the form and they think that's all. They do not see every rise and fall. They do not see all the days I stayed when my will felt thin and my body swayed. But I stayed with the process, stayed with the pain, stayed with the reps and the cold and rain, stayed with the boring, stayed with the grind. That is how I built this kind of mind. I do not move from a burst of hype, I move from a deeper and street the type, from routine pressed in the blood and bone, from years of proving myself alone. Every meal, every rest, every set, every promise I made and refused to forget. That is the structure the weak avoid. That is the law in my iron code. No fake fire, no fast trend. This is the way that I defend my body, my mind, my lane, my name. Built by order and built by flame. Iron cold, built me slow, made me more than they could know. Iron cold, cold and clear. That is why I'm still right here. Iron cold, stand upright, hold my line through every fight. Iron cold, all command, built this way by my own hand. Yeah, a lot of men want force right now. Won't power fast, but won't ask how. Won't cut the habits that keep them weak. Won't build the patience they say they seek. Won't show up daily when no one claps. Won't hold that line when the energy cracks. And that's why nothing in life transforms, because they hide from the deeper storms. Me, I had to learn through harder years, through silent pressure and swallow fears, through days where every step felt rough and every basic thing felt tough. But that's what discipline got real. Not when the spark was there to feel, but when the spark was gone and still, I chose to move and train that will. Now when the room goes dark and still, I feel that pattern inside me build a stronger breath, a calmer head, a tighter code in the words I said. but strong in the thinner air. A statement made through sweating low, that I still live by that iron code. No random lane and no loose desire, just daily work that feeds the fire. No borrowed strength and no cheap road, only structure inside the soul. Iron cold, build me slow, made me more than they can know. Iron cold, cold and clear, that is why I'm still right here. Iron cold, stand upright, hold my line through every fight. Iron cold, all command, built this way by my own hand. Wake up, move first, do work, stay cursed, with hunger, with edge, with that fire on the ledge. No drift, no slide, no split inside. One code, one road, one life, one love. I'm cold, build me slow, made me more than they can know. I'm cold, cold and clear, that is why I'm still right here. I'm cold, stay upright, hold my line through every fight. I am cold, all command, built this way by my own hand. I'm cold, day by day, that is how I built my way. I'm cold, no disguise, you can see it in my eyes. I'm cold, I'm cold, iron cold, cold and clear, still right here. Yeah, no breaks tonight. Yeah, no breaks tonight. Yeah, I came in hard with a focus there, like I know what pressure can do in here. No fake smile and a weak talk. I built this code through a harder walk. Yeah. Every rap got weight in it, every scar got truth in it. Every long night car that frame, till the pressure started saying my name. I know that point when the lungs get tight, when the whole room shrinks in the middle of fight, when the bar feels heavy and the flow feels cold. That is the place where I learned control. No smooth road ever made me grow, no easy lane ever taught me so. I had to move through heat and strain to build that calm inside the pain. Too many people want shake real fast, want all the glory but not that past, not that discipline, not that ache, not that fire that your body takes. But I stay close when the room got dark, stayed with the weight when it left its mark, stay 10 toes when the chest burned bright. That is why I got no breaks tonight. When the bass gets low and the lights dip down, I don't lose my head, I don't lose my ground. No weak drip and no half speed, pain and power is all I need. No breaks tonight, all drive, all might, heart beats hard, I stay bright. No breaks tonight, no slow, no slide, even when the lungs run dry. No breaks tonight. I remember days when the tank felt low, still found force and still said go, still laced up and I hit that flow, like I had to become something more. Not for the crowd and not for the praise, but for the man I could build through days. For that calm in the walk and steel in the jaw, for that silent power they stop and saw. Every workout means more than size, it means command behind the eyes. It means a promise I chose to keep when the room was cold and the doubt ran deep. It means I showed up when I felt no spark and still found rhythm inside the dark. That is the reason my stance got wide, that is the reason I don't divide. A lot talk loud till the weight gets real, till the whole room tests what they really feel, till the knees shake light and the breath goes thin. That's where I lock down and settle in. I don't panic when the pressure spikes, I build my frame in those harder nights. So when the beat hits heavy and the blood burns bright, I prove again I got no breaks tonight. No wasted movement, no retreat. I came too far to move too sweet. No soft thoughts in this state of mind, only pressure and a stronger grind. No breaks tonight, all drive, all might, heart beats hard, I stay bright. No breaks tonight, no slow, no slide, even when the lungs run dry. No breaks tonight. One more set, one more round, stay locked in, stay 10 down, chest on fire, mind held still, that is where I found my will. No break point, no release, no weak prayer for easy peace. I came here to feel that line and cross it clean one more time. No breaks tonight, all drive, all might, heart beats hard, I stay bright. No breaks tonight, no slow, no slide, even when the lungs run dry. never empty. Never empty. Yeah. They think the tank runs out too fast, but they never learn how to last. They never built that deeper gear, that hidden dry that still appears when the lungs burn hot and the legs turn slow, and the room says stop, but you still say go. That is why I found what I am, not in comfort but in command. Never empty is not no pain. It means you still move through the strain. It means there's more beyond that wall, more in the chest when others fall, more in the wheel when the rhythm cracks, more in the mind that keeps coming back, more in the body than fear can see. That is the code of my energy. I train for that long distance force, not just a spark but to stay in course. The kind of power that does not fade after one bright burst is made. I want that drive that survives fatigue, that keeps me sharp when the air goes thin, that keeps me dangerous late in the set. That is what never empty meant. No weak fade and no collapse. I built my state to outlast that. No surefire and no fake peak. I came to build what endures the heat. Never empty, still got more, even when the body hits the floor. Never empty, still got drive. That is how I stay alive. Never empty, standing go when the whole room starts moving slow. Never empty, deep in me, that is where the strength will be. A lot of men can start with flame but lose their shape once fatigue came, lose their hunger when it gets real, lose that edge when they stop to feel. I built different, I built for stretch, for the final mile, that final test, for that long demand. It strips the fake, it shows what no one else can take. Every workout taught me this, there's always more beyond the cliff if you stay close, and if you don't betray yourself when your body won't. There's always one more breath to find, one more locked in state of mind, one more surge inside the chest that appears only under stress. And that is what I came to train, not just to look but to stay in range, the power to continue clean when most men fade from the scene. So when the chorus lands again, it feels like truth under the skin, a reminder of what lives in me, that hidden force called energy. No weak close and no dead end, I got more where others been. No one burst heat and no empty peak. I built my frame for the deeper reach. Never empty, still got more, even when the body hits the floor. Never empty, still got drive. That is how I stay alive. Never empty, standing go when the whole room starts moving slow. Never empty, deep in me, that is where the strength will be. One more breath, one more wave, one more step. Don't behave like you done, you got more. Find that room, past the floor, stay with it, don't retreat. Keep that pulse in your feet, that last gear, that unseen. That is where I still breathe. Never empty, still got more, even when the body hits the floor. Never empty, still got drive. That is how I stay alive. Never empty, stand and go when the whole room starts moving slow. Never empty, deep in me, that is where the strength will be. Never empty, never empty, still got more, still got more, still got more. Stronger every set. Stronger every set. Yeah, I came to lead this place transform, not the same frame that interwarm. I came to build in every round, to more command is what I found. Stronger every set. That is the rule, not through luck and not through cool, but through the reps that test the core and make me someone harder more. Every plate adds more than weight, it has a chance to shape my fate. Every drop of sweat says stay. You did not come here to fade away. And every time I take one more, past the point I knew before, I feel more force in body and chest. I feel stronger every set. This is more than motivation talk, more than music in the power walk. This is actual proof in the skin that progress starts from deep within. That character grows under load, that discipline becomes a road. That power is not what you get, it is what you earn every set. No weak pace and no half heart, I came to tear that old self apart. No easy route and no reset. I get stronger every set. Stronger every set. One by one, that is how this work gets done. Stronger every set. Stay inflamed, pressure feeding out my neck. Stronger every set. Still I rise, you can see it in my eyes. Stronger every set. No regret, that is how I move ahead. A lot of people wait for change, like it should come without some pain. Like one big moment flips the switch, and suddenly they're built like this. But I learned truth in slower ways, through repetition over days. Through all the times I've wanted rest and still chose one more. Crushing, set. That is what created me. That long-term pressure steadily, that patient war with lesser habits, that refusal to live half-planet. That way of showing up again, till weakness had no place to stand, till all that effort left a mark, and lit a stronger inner spark. So when the chorus comes back loud, it feels earned, not just for the crowd. It feels like all my years connect in that one line. Stronger every set. And if the day gets rough, good, I know exactly what that should bring out of me. More grind, more sweat, and get me stronger every set. No weak bend and no loose step. I'm not done building myself yet. No false winning, no fake threat. I get stronger every set. Stronger every set. One by one, that is how this work gets done. Stronger every set. Stay inflamed, pressure feeding out my neck. Stronger every set. Still I rise, you can see it in my eyes. Stronger every set. No regret, that is how I move it. Add that plate, grip it tight, stand up clean, on the night. One more rep, then progress. One more rep, then respect. No weak mind, no reset. I am built by the set. All that work, all that sweat made me stronger every set. Stronger every set. One by one, that is how this work gets done. Stronger every set. Stay inflamed, pressure feeding out my neck. Stronger every set. Still I rise, you can see it in my eyes. Stronger every set. No regret, that is how I move ahead. Stronger every set. Stronger every set. Move ahead, move ahead, move ahead. Locked on the go. Locked on the go. I cut the noise when I enter here. No side voices, no outside fear. Just me, the bar, and the deeper vow to go all in and stay there now. Locked on the go means tunnel sight. A narrow world in the gym at night, where every movement becomes exact and every weak thought gets pushed back. I need that mode, I need that zone, where effort sharpens bone by bone, where all the static fades away and only purpose gets to stay. That is where discipline speaks loud, without a need for any crowd. That is where growth gets made, for real. Inside the pressure, inside the steel. Not every day feels clean and high. Some days the spark is low and dry, but goals don't care what the mood has been. They only move if you lock back in. That is why I train this way. Not random force that fades away, but focus fire that keeps control. That is the law when locked on the go. No weak drift and no split mind. I came to leave distraction behind. No half aim and no dead soul. I came in locked on the go. Locked on the go. Eyes ahead, body alive, and the fear goes dead. Locked on the go. Stay direct, every heart set earns respect. Locked on the go. No delay, that is how I build my way. Locked on the go. My mind on code, that is how I hold this road. There is a power in staying still and not reacting, in sharper will and moving calm through a heavier set, without forgetting what comes next. That is what focus really means. Not hype, not noise, not random scenes, but deeper order inside the heat, and full command on tired feet. I want that skill in every room, to cut through chaos and through gloom, to know what matters and what is fake, and what inside me I must awake. The gym just teaches me that more, with every round and every chore. With every time I almost slow, then force myself back on the go. And when the chorus lands again, it feels like a promise made within, to keep that line, to keep that frame, to stop living in scatter and shame, to become the kind of man who knows exactly where his effort goes. That is why I never drift too long. Once I lock on the go, I'm gone. No weak lane and no lost pace, I sharpen vision in this place. No loose heart and no soft soul, I came in locked on the go, locked on the go. Eyes ahead, body alive, and the fear goes dead. Locked on the go, stay direct, every heart set earns respect. Locked on the go, no delay, that is how I build my way. Locked on the go, my mind on code, that is how I hold this road. One lane, all clear, no fear, stay near, grip tight, move slow, then strike on go. No drift, no split, stay hard, commit, that mind, that roll. Locked on the go, locked on the go. Eyes ahead, body alive, and the fear goes dead. Locked on the go, stay direct, every heart set earns respect. Locked on the go, no delay, that is how I build my way. Locked on the go, my mind on code, that is how I hold this road. Locked on the go, locked on the go. Stay direct, stay direct. Heavy walk, heavy walk, heavy walk. Yeah, heavy walk, heavy walk, heavy walk. I got the heavy walk when I enter space. Like the years left steel on my face, not loud, not fake, not trying too hard, just built through pressure and built through scars. That kind of step comes from the grind, from all that order inside the mind. From every rep and every day, I chose the harder, cleaner way. Heavy walk in the gym floor lights, heavy walk through the longer nights. Heavy walk when the place stack high, heavy walk when the lungs go dry. It is not style if it is not earned, if the heat never touched, if the fire never burned. Mine was built in a different lane through strict routine and weather pain. I know what it costs to move like this, to keep that calm and that tighter grip, to carry your body like it means something and not just look like a passing thing. That is why when the beat cuts low, the whole room feels that undertow. Not because I speak too much, but because that force is in the touch. No weak roll and no pretend, this is the lane that I defend. No soft shell and no weak talk, I built this stance in a heavy walk. Heavy walk, heavy chest, heavy breath, still the best. Heavy walk, heavy drive, that is how I stay alive. Heavy walk, know the skies, you can see it in my eyes. Heavy walk, built that way, pressure made me move this way. A lot of men chase image first, but never let the hard times work. Never let the process press, never let the struggle bless. They want the aura without the years, without the failure, doubt, and tears. But real presence is not for show, it comes from what you carry below. My swagger came from discipline too, from what I did and what I grew. From proving I could hold that line when there was no big sign to shine. From eating clean, from sleeping right, from lifting hard through the dead of night. From becoming someone I respect, with stronger habits and tighter neck. So every workout says the same, that I still remember why I came. Not just for flexing, not for praise, but for command that always stays. And when the chorus lands just right, it sounds like posture forged by fight. The kind of presence you cannot mock, that is the code in a heavy walk. No weak brand and no fake gloss, I know exactly what this costs. No empty frame and no cheap shock, I built all this in a heavy walk. Heavy walk, heavy chest, heavy breath, still the best. Heavy walk, heavy drive, that is how I stay alive. Heavy walk, know the skies, you can see it in my eyes. Heavy walk, built that way, pressure made me move this way. Low bass, coast there, stand tall, thin air, no rush, no choke, all calm, all smoke, hard road, still here, no foam, all year, that code, that block. Heavy walk, 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 walk. Heavy walk, heavy chest, heavy breath, still the best. Heavy walk, heavy drive, that is how I stay alive. Heavy walk, know the skies, you can see it in my eyes. Heavy walk, built that way, pressure made me move this way. Heavy walk, heavy walk, heavy walk, still alive. Oh, 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 still alive. Nobody can move when it all feels light, when the body is fresh and the timing's right. But real performance starts to show when the pressure builds and the pulse runs low. When the room gets tight and the chest gets loud and you still move clean without the crowd. That is the place I train to own, under the load and fully alone. Performing the way, that is the code. Not just talk, but how I hold my mind, my form, my breath, my pace. When strain appears inside that space, it is not enough to just be strong. You need control to carry long. You need that discipline under stress to stay direct when the muscles press. Every session is more than reps, it is a test of what remains. When nobody asks if this is it and the answer back is not even close. That's performance, that's the art of keeping order in the heart, of keeping rhythm in the pain and turning force to something trained. No weak form and no fake brave, I came to move, our champions behave. No chaos here and no dead weight, I came to perform a new way. Perform a new way. Stay composed even when the whole room overloads. Perform a new way. Stay online, body under pressure, steady mind. Perform a new way. No collapse, hold your breath and then attack. Perform a new way. Dominate, that is how the strong create. A lot of men can start with heat, but lose that structure on tired feet. Lose that shape when the lungs go wild, lose that edge when the reps run high. I do not want that kind of force, I want control through the entire course. I want the kind of strength that stays, even on the roughest days. Because real progress is not loud, it is not always in the crowd. It is a quite a mastery, you better hold on capacity. A deeper trust in what I built, a sharper spine, a stronger will. A way you're moving through constraint without letting the frame go blank. So when the baseline hits again, I hear the test come back within. A call to stay exact and real, to prove what discipline can yield. And every chorus feels like truth, a vow to rise, a vow to move. No matter how the pressure weighs, I still perform a new way. Weak shaking, no fake calm, I built this state inside the storm. No sloppy force and no loose hate, I came to perform a new way. Perform a new way. Stay composed even when the whole room overloads. Perform a new way. Stay online, body under pressure, steady mind. Perform a new way. No collapse, hold your breath and then attack. Perform a new way. Dominate, that is how the strong create. Tight frame, hard breath, full focus through stress. Stay clean, stay locked, stay ready, no stop. One move, one rep, one more, not yet, that is my state. Perform a new way, wait. Perform a new way. Stay composed even when the whole room overloads. Perform a new way. Stay online, body under pressure, steady mind. Perform a new way. No collapse, hold your breath and then attack. Perform a new way. Dominate, that is how the strong create. Perform a new way. Perform a new way. Stay composed.